Greetings, friends of the channel. Today, I bring you 3 exciting updates that are generating a lot of buzz and will surely get you excited as well. There's a great update coming from the football team's training, and I'm eager to discuss it. If you're looking for daily information about the team, it's essential to stay on top of the latest news. Right now, I find myself in a different city, and although the work environment is a bit unconventional, I'm looking forward to talking about today's stories. This presentation will be more concise, so we'll quickly get into the highlights, starting with the most notable and exciting news. If you're already familiar with these updates and want to move ahead, feel free to skip to the next section, where I'll share some player news and other intriguing information. Starting with the local highlights, the most impactful news for me is seeing everyone in action. It was particularly exciting to watch one of the coaches interacting with another, chatting with the players, and, of course, many athletes wearing the team's traditional colors. While it's unlikely that many of these players will actually make it to the main roster, it's thrilling to watch them during training. Additionally, we have some information about the training camp, so let's dive right into it. Several players were present, and I've already mentioned some names from draft day. It's important to remember that the team often looks to recruit undrafted free agents after the draft, so there's a big opportunity for many of those present to impress the coaching staff. It's wonderful to see them performing. And for those who haven't heard, the team is also overhauling one of its practice fields, which has had artificial turf since 2006, if I'm not mistaken. Once the natural grass is installed, the fields will be reconfigured to have a length of 100 yards, just like before. This is definitely exciting news. The synthetic turf fields were introduced in 2006, if I'm not mistaken, and it seems someone recently mentioned this. Once the natural grass is installed, the fields will be reconfigured to measure 100 yards in length, compared to the previous 80 yards. This update is quite interesting, and it's comforting to know that the coaches leading the 49ers have a proven track record of success at high levels, which creates a favorable expectation for the team, especially in the middle of the week as we near the end of the workday. Another aspect that got me excited was a report indicating the possibility of an early recovery for Brandon Ayuk, who continues to get stronger. Updates on Ayuk's injury recovery have been increasingly optimistic, especially compared to a month ago. One expert mentioned that athletes typically aim to return from ACL injuries between 9 to 12 months, and MCL injuries, when ACL repairs are done, usually don't alter that timeline. This suggests that Ayuk's return in the first week is looking feasible, as long as his recovery continues to progress satisfactorily. More good news is emerging about Ayuk, although no one is willing to commit to specific timelines for the first week, which is understandable. However, everything seems to be moving in a positive direction. Ayuk has not made public statements about his return, but he has been seen more frequently in public in recent weeks, including a notable appearance at a basketball game where the team won for the first time in a long time. This is a good sign in terms of Ayuk's recovery. Additionally, there have been reports of players arriving, such as Tyreek Williams, who is on the way, although it's unclear when this will happen. There's also another athlete with the same last name, which could cause some confusion, and certainly, there are more moves taking place. Encouraging news is coming out of Ayuk's group, especially regarding the injury update and visits. Players like Tyreek Williams are on their way or getting closer, but it's still unclear when exactly this will happen. Also, there's another player with the same name, which might lead to thinking of the receiver who's already made a name for himself. Now, focusing on Tyler Williams for a moment, it's interesting to observe the 49ers' actions. When we analyze the situation, it's clear that the roster includes 3 pressure defensive players for defensive linemen, 1 offensive player, 1 receiver, and 2 tight ends. The 49ers are evidently putting a significant effort into the line at this moment. The dynamics of players visiting other teams can be somewhat confusing, and it's probably best not to rush to conclusions about the 49ers bringing in tight ends before securing pressure players. For a while, the only athletes brought in were 2 tight ends. Therefore, it's a positive sign to see them beginning to solidify their approach, especially regarding these visits. This shows they are investing extra time in these prospects, trying to better understand them and ensure there won't be character issues, as these are players genuinely being considered for the draft in specific scenarios. Naturally, we're still uncertain about what these draft scenarios are and how the 49ers will move. However, let's quickly touch on Tyreek Williams while I hold my phone, as my arm is getting a bit tired. According to an analysis, he received an overall rating. Williams is described as a compact and powerful interior defensive player who excels at holding the line of scrimmage. His limited production in pass rush suggests his best potential lies as a second-day pick, but honestly, I'm not overly concerned with his pass rush abilities, especially when considering other players as successful benchmarks. There is a defensive lineman recognized for his capability to hold the line of scrimmage, although his somewhat limited effectiveness in pressuring the quarterback suggests that the nose tackle position suits him best. Nevertheless, there is little worry regarding the pass rush, since there are athletes whose primary contributions lie in that area. What is urgently required are players who can effectively halt the run. This is the current situation at hand. Consequently, any defensive tackle who proves to be a strong presence and excels in stopping the run commands significant respect, and this is where Tyreek Williams truly shines. His specialization in run defense is impressive, and a selection like this, especially if made on the second day of the draft, would be of great value to the team. Whether the organization feels the need to move up in the draft to acquire him will depend entirely on how the first day unfolds. However, should the chance to pick him arise at around the 45th selection, it would present an extraordinary prospect for the franchise. As we move forward, is there anything else to consider? Indeed, that's about it. The draft day is only 15 days away, and there's a palpable excitement surrounding the event. There's also hope for a positive outlook. All this information is genuinely invigorating, even in this somewhat makeshift setting inside a hotel room. There's a desire to provide uplifting updates as the week progresses. Take care, and it's nostalgic to remember when such phrases were often used. But before we dive in, don't forget to subscribe to 49ers Zone and hit the like button on this video. Your support helps us keep bringing you the latest updates on the San Francisco 49ers. And don't forget to share your thoughts on the news in the comments below. The NFL rumor mill is ablaze, and at the center of it is none other than Lamar Jackson, the two-time MVP and undisputed king of dual-threat quarterbacks. Whispers of a potential move to the San Francisco 49ers have sent shockwaves through the football world. Is this a pipe dream fueled by speculation? Or could the Bay Area be preparing for the arrival of one of the league's most dynamic forces? Imagine the possibilities. Jackson operating within Kyle Shanahan's offensive scheme, flanked by stars like Christian McCaffrey, Deebo Samuel, and George Kittle. A system already known for its versatility and creativity would become nearly unstoppable with Jackson under center. His arm strength, vision, and unparalleled mobility could take the 49ers' offense from elite to historic, blending finesse and firepower like the league has never seen. Of course, questions loom. Jackson is under contract with the Ravens through 2028, and after his record-breaking 2024 season, Baltimore won't be eager to let him walk. But as we've seen time and again in the NFL, loyalty can bend to leverage and front office dynamics shift with a single tweet or trade demand. With the 49ers still hunting for that elusive sixth Super Bowl, could a bold move for Jackson be their golden ticket? This potential shakeup isn't just about stats or salary caps. It's about legacy. It's about putting the NFL on notice. A player of Jackson's caliber landing in San Francisco would redefine the balance of power in the NFC and turn every Sunday into must-see TV. And for Lamar, it could be the ultimate chapter in a career already filled with record-breaking moments and highlight reel history. So, is this just smoke, or is there fire behind the rumor? One thing's certain. If Lamar Jackson ever dons the scarlet and gold, the NFL will never be the same. That's it for this update. If you enjoyed the video and want to keep receiving exclusive news about the San Francisco 49ers, make sure to subscribe to 49ers Zone and give this video a like. We always look forward to hearing your comments and opinions. See you in the next video.